Welcome to Break It Off, a brand new English talk show by HKeye, where we'll be shattering stereotypes from all professions. I'm your host, Melody Chan, and I'm joined today with Mai Elien, who's a French freelance model based in Shanghai and Hong Kong. He has been modeling for Calvin Klein, Apple, IT Hong Kong. Do you still remember the first time where you were like, oh, I really want to do modeling, and why did you do it?
Yeah, I mean, when I was 15, I was always so amazed by the modeling industry and seeing models from all around the world traveling for photo shoot and so on. I signed with my first agency in Paris, so yeah, it was pretty good.
And obviously you signed in Hong Kong as well.
Yeah.
Was there ever a photo shoot where you felt like it was your favorite moment or you felt really comfortable in it?
Yeah, I had a photo shoot, I think it was about a year and a half with Joey Yoon. She's a photographer from New York, but she's originally from Hong Kong. And it was a black and white photo shoot, so I was very comfortable being darker skin. You know, black and white is very more contrasted.
And talking about black and white photo shoots, you also did one in Shanghai, which was inspired by horror films from the 1950s and 60s. And you were wearing skirt and heels, you know?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that photo shoot was an experience. So it was my first photo shoot in Shanghai. Creativity is a field which is meant to explore. So I won't be upset or feel offended, be oh, I'm a cis man, you asked me to wear heels. No, I'm not a girl, you know? It's always good to try new things, I think, especially in this industry, which is very creative, you know? Yeah.
And you also wore a shoulder-length wig in a Taiwanese photo shoot.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so that was one of my first photo shoots also in Taipei with long wig. So it's very interesting because I was also topless. So it was very gender neutral. So long hair, colored hair with topless outfit. Actually, it's one of my favorite photo shoots, I think, is very different. I think we're a bit more conscious about how we dress when we go out by ourselves. Whereas when you get direction from a photographer and you just want to follow the idea, you know, so you just push yourself more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And apart from gender stereotypes, there's also a bit of Asian beauty standards where you should have fairer skin, fairer complexion, slender figure. Have there been instances where you were told that?
Yeah, I would say, I think for most of dark skin models, one of the worst nightmare is when the makeup artist doesn't have your skin tone, which happened a few times, I have to say. In Hong Kong, Korea, I actually ended up buying my own makeup in Korea because I was I don't want to take the risk that they're going to put some very bright foundation on my skin and so on and end up looking grey, you know. So yeah, it is existing, this kind of struggle for dark skin models. Here in Asia, people tend to see darker skin models maybe more streetwear or a bit more underground, you know. They don't really see it as for example, high-end fashion. Whereas in Europe, it's exploding. There's much more black models into catwalk, fashion shows, editorial magazines and everywhere. But here's a bit more, still a bit late in terms of the mindset. So they still see maybe Caucasian model as the base of how to showcase luxury, how to showcase Western culture. I feel people need to understand that we're not just for this category. We can do any kind of photo shoot, we can do editorial, we can do lookbook, we can do catwalk and so on, even within Asia.
Do you have any perhaps thoughts about how we can actually break it? When it comes to makeup, you talk about that. When it comes to clothing, you also talk about that.
I think, well, first thing first would be for makeup artists to actually get to work on different skin models, different skin tones models. Just for, I don't have any hair, but for hairstylists, many girls or black guys who struggle with their hairstylists because they don't know how to deal with their hair. You know, it's very different from straight hair or curly hair.
it's more of a collective understanding, I suppose, between the makeup artist, but also the people in the set as well, to make you feel comfortable in your own skin. Which is so important.
I think it's all about like how you feel about yourself and the confidence you have.
And also the attitude as well. How you view it as an open sort of art that you're doing and inserting yourself in it.
Yeah, exactly, definitely. Even if I have to do like, actually the photo shoot in Shanghai also had some shots which is like more nude, not fully nude, but like we see quite a lot of skin. That was my first kind of nude photo shoot, and I was like, wow, okay, I've made it, you know? So it's, I was pretty proud of myself, because like back in the day I might not be that confident with my own body and my own skin, but like now over that. So it's a good way also to gain confidence through the photo shoot, I would say. There's so much pressure from the society about what you should do and how you should do it. So I really try to step back from that and just focus on what do I like, what do I want to do for myself, and not trying to fit too much into what we should do. And I think that's how I managed to gain this confidence and being sure about what I would like to do in the future.
What would you want to say to many other people who are maybe out there, who are trying to break into an industry that might be feminine or masculine?
Life is tough, so it's good to stay motivated whatever happened, and to plan things. I think everything is possible, but we just need to put in your head that how you want to do it. Not every market is ready for all kind of profiles. So, like, we haven't talked much about it, but like I'm mixed race model, and it's much more competitive back in Europe compared to Asia for me, especially that I'm also not super tall, like I'm below 185. When I say to plan it, is also to see your environment, and is it like fruitful for you to explore what you want to do in that area, or you should explore somewhere else. Keep your mind open on opportunities and you'll be fine. I always say like work pays off, so work hard.
Well, thank you so much, Mai, for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time at Break It Off, thank you. Bye-bye.